have to share my super awkward doctor's appointment from today because I have no one to blame but myself. And so I have to share. Obviously, I have to tell someone about it. So I have a plastic surgeon, and he happens to be the hottest man ever, like the hottest doctor you've ever seen, straight out of Grey's Anatomy. And why would I choose someone so attractive? Because it's plastic surgery, okay? And so obviously I wanted an attractive straight man to be the one deciding like what I was going to look like post-surgery. I just thought that made the most sense. However, in that thought process, I didn't think about the fact that I would have to be naked in front of this man. However, for whatever reason, I was super comfortable. He's a great doctor. He's like super chill, whatever. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm at my follow-up appointment, and in those you're in a robe, topless, whatever, so that they can easily see everything. And so he comes in and I'm sitting on my robe instead of like scrunching it and putting it around me, no, I make it tight as fuck so then he can't get to the boobage to look at the stitches. And so he's leaning in to try and see them. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, I know how to make the situation better. Let me stand up so that he can open the robe better. But as I'm doing this, he's leaning forward. My tit got this close to this man's face. I almost titty slapped this man. But of course I act like nothing happened. And I just open it and go, oops, sorry. Open, whatever, sit back down. He sees what he needs to see. He had to leave the room to grab something and then come back in. And when he left the room, I got up to go grab my phone from the chair and sat back down and sat on my robe again. It's like my brain just immediately trauma blocked what had happened, and I forgot about the robe thing. So then he comes back in and it happens again. Twice in less than 5 minutes, I almost slap my bare yit in this man's face because I don't know how to sit in a robe, I guess. And he's so professional. He didn't, obviously say a thing. But at the end of the appointment, he was like, all right, thanks for coming in. See you later, kiddo. And something about an attractive man who I have like no sexual attraction to this man, but like he's objectively very attractive. And him calling me kiddo, I was like, sir, I'm 27. Like, it's not like I'm 14. But then I'm debriefing with my mother and telling her what happened. And I realize it's actually the second and third time, not first and second time that this has happened. Because on the day of my surgery, I was so anxious and everything. My blood pressure dropped. Instead of going up, mine drops. And I almost fainted naked on top of this man while he was doing his markings prior to surgery. So talk about a vulnerable state, okay? He's seen me at my worst, all right? But anyway, yeah, he did a great job. Love it. And everything's fine and dandy with the yits. And I'm just hoping he forgets all of this by my 6-month appointment in January. And if he doesn't, I will end myself.